right, it is time. It is time. Let me just a second, child. You know, we're on a slight delay here. Okay, that's all I need to know that it's working. It's on. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friday. It's Friday. Fry Slay. I've been waiting to say Fry Slay for so long because I never got a chance to say it when it was like a thing. So, Fry Slay. Welcome to Library Live, guys. Listen, tonight we got a lot to get into, and baby, the return of the read of the week. I've been waiting on this all goddamn week, so let's get right into it. Welcome to the goddamn Library Live.
Ain't no stopping sunshine, ain't no stopping me, ain't no stopping all the love that sets the people free. Don't try to tell me to wait till I belong. You can't convince me that what I dream is wrong. No matter what you say, you can't cloud my head. I push the fear away. You remember what I said. You can't stop the tide rising high. No. You can't stop the light in my eyes. Oh no. You can't keep me down. Tell you why. Ain't no stopping sunshine. Ain't no stopping me. Ain't no stopping all the love that sets the people free. Ain't no stopping wisdom from changing people's minds. Ain't no stopping sunshine. Gonna leave the dark behind. I won't believe it if you say I've lost my chance.
Okay, I don't need that anymore. I just need to make sure that it was being seen and heard all over the WWWs. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Library Live. I'm your host, Darrell Antonio Tremaine, and it is not as hard as it was yesterday. Because, baby, yesterday I was hyperventilating throughout the entire show. And, baby, I came home and first of all, happy Fry Slay. Fry Slay! In the middle of my goddamn show. Stephanie called the ambulance in the middle of my show. Hey, Daddy. Anywho, damn it, he made me lose my train of thought. Ambulance. Fry Slay. Happy Fry Slay and things of that nature. Listen, I had a long week and I came home. I told them girls at work, I was like, listen, I'm leaving at 2 o'clock. I'm going the fuck home. I went straight home. Y'all remember I told y'all last week I wanted to buy some drinks and things. So I bought some Tito's. I've never had Tito's before. But I was feeling broke and I wanted to be cheap and cheerful. I bought that bottle of vodka. Baby, that's some smooth stuff. I see why you girls be drinking it all the time. Because it's nice and smooth. I was taking shot after shot. And I forgot that I'm the type, listen, don't take me nowhere. You will learn this about me. If you know me already, then you know this already, and you know. I'm not the one that you take to like the club to drink because I'm a drinker and then I fall asleep. Very much so. I will be knocked out. Like I came home and took like 2-3 shots. I had a Smirnoff red, white, and blue because them are good as shit. You never had them? Smirnoff does these seasonal red, white, and blue flavor. It's like, I don't know the flavors, but they're good as shit. I get them every year. I had one of them. Baby, I was in that room knocked out. Liquor puts me to sleep. I don't know why, but it does. Liquor knocks me right out. I was in the room knocked out. I think that's like, I've been this way my entire life. I started drinking at a very young age. Just because I was curious. Have I ever told y'all my drinking story? If I haven't, I'll make it quick. So I was really little. Speaking of my dad's in the building. I was really young. I mean, like young. Like I had to be like 4 or 5. My dad was watching me, and I used the term watching loosely because I was one of them kids that really, you couldn't really watch because I was curious and I would get into shit. He left his strawberry daiquiri on the table where I could reach. Bad idea. What did Curious George do? drunk all the shit, drunk it all. He came back from wherever he went. He probably just went to the bathroom. He came back. Where was Darrell? Laid out behind the couch, slumped. I mean, slumped. So clearly, I have always been like drink and fall asleep. That's been my MO for years. So that's why I was so asleep. I had to set an alarm. Thank God I did, or it wouldn't have been no show again. So thank you guys for joining us. Anywho, that's that. Hope you guys had a great week. Mine was long and exhausting, but it's over now. Cheers to the girls' weekend. You better watch that B word. We're gonna have some drinks, and that's that. Let's jump right in because we got a lot to talk about. So breaking news. Vince McMahon went on. He didn't go on to glory. God, I thought he did when I saw Vince McMahon. TMZ, whenever they post like just his name or somebody's name, I automatically think they died. I was like, oh shit, Vince went on to glory. But he didn't go on to glory. He just retired from the WWE. Let me pull up my stories. My stories, child. I don't know why I didn't have this prepared. I'm ghetto. If you haven't already, Library Live on Facebook, that's the 2 E's, the Library Live, for all this mess and more. Now, Vince McMahon needs to be retired. So I'm with it. I'm okay with Vince retiring because it's been like, Vince McMahon been strutting around WWE since we was alive the first time. Like, he been there since I cared to watch wrestling, which has been years. Like, I was a kid the last time I really watched wrestling. But he was the CEO, the HBIC of WWE, and now he done passed it on. I wonder, is Stephanie and what's the son, Shane, are they still like a part of the whole dynamic? Because I remember at one point Shane was wrestling at one point, and Stephanie was with Triple H. Is he still Triple H? Or does he like go by another name? Just out of my own curiosity. If he does, let me know because I don't know these people anymore. But nonetheless, congratulations to Vince. It's well overdue. You 77. You need to go sit your ass down anyway because that's just something you deserve to do at this age. 70, goddamn 70. You've been walking around and things of that nature. So that's that. Congrats to Vince. That was our breaking news the other day. Moving on to Tokyo. I can't wait to get into this. Hey, DJ Chevy Red, if you missed Mix Like My Beats, I was listening to it in my half slumber because I was like half sleeping. I kept getting up every like 15 minutes. Like, is it time? Nope. Is it time? Nope. So I was listening to the Mix Like My Beats every Friday night. 5 p.m. on WOBU.org. Make sure you tune in. Okay, so according to our good Julies over at the Jasmine brand, Tokyo TONI is in her feelings because apparently Kris Jenner, y'all know Kris, being the crafty Trisket she is, because apparently the C word, not that C word that y'all thinking, the other one, the one that relates to a Trisket, is a word that will get you in trouble on Facebook. Ask me, because that's why I was in Facebook jail for 4 fucking days. I don't even remember. And I didn't use ER, I used the A. Look at me sounding like the racist black or white people. When I said, I didn't say ER, I used the A. You use A. Sorry, that was me being shady. Anyway, so Tokyo TONI is upset because Kris Jenner beat her to the punch, if you ask me, and then went and trademarked that child's name. What's her name? Dreamy. Wait. Oh, it's still on that page. I'm sorry. I was like, why is my page not showing? Just a second. I'm sorry, guys. I was like, what the hell? Why is Vince McMahon still scrolling? We're done with that story. Here we are. I am so sorry. This is the ghetto. We get blacker and blacker in the words of the legendary Lucky Lab. Okay, there we go. So Tokyo TONI. So she went on the podcast as per usual and said that Kris Jenner has trademarked Dream Kardashian's name without her permission or without Black China, her daughter's permission. She did so in 136 ways to a point where even Dream can't make no money off her own goddamn name because her grandmother got so tied up. Let me move my chair because I need to do the dramatic leg cross. She beat you to it. She beat you to it. What? Listen, I don't have no sympathy for Tokyo Toni and Blac Chyna because let me explain something to you. You knew for 9 whole months, China, that you were holding the heir, the only, let me make this clear, the only child to carry the Kardashian name. You knew you was fucking Robert Kardashian Jr. This is going to be the only child who has a Kardashian last name. Bitch, I'd have been down to the courthouse the day I took the pregnancy test. And if I was Tokyo Toni, I would have been like, China, bitch, listen, let's head on down to the courthouse, get this trademarked, because this is something that we need. This is going to be the only one. Because I don't see Rob having more kids, if you ask me. But why would you fumble that, Tokyo Toni? And now you mad because Kris did it? Because when you talk about it, it makes me feel like you're upset that you didn't get to do it before she did. That's just how it came off. But Tokyo Toni usually comes off that way, like bitter, angry. She just usually comes off that way. So maybe that's what it is. She's just coming off a little aggressive, but it sounds like you upset and you jealous. How did Tokyo found out? That's the gag. The article didn't say how she found out. She had to find out. China probably told her because I'm sure China said it to Rob, probably in the time being messy, and I'm sure China told her. I believe that's just what I believe. Or Rob told China, being messy, because Rob is indeed messy, and China went back and told her mama, and Tokyo, being the more vocal of the two, decided to blast the shit when she got an attitude. Tokyo, you don't get my sympathy for this. I'm sorry, you don't. You just don't. You should have beat her to the punch. As I said, you was the guy. She's the mama, so she was doing the pushing. She knew for 9 whole months that this was about to happen. You had 9 months. So sorry to this woman. I'm really not sorry if we're being honest. So yeah, moving on. Let's see. Ray J, oh, Jesus. Ray J and let's just, because this is disturbing, but we're gonna talk about it. It's quite disturbing. So Ray J and them boys who decided to get on the versus stage and make a monkey doodle fool out of all of themselves, with the exception of Sammy. I think Sammy did okay. But the rest of them got on that stage and made a plump fool of themselves. Are serious about this boy group. Like, they went and got promo pictures done and everything, child. They paid a photographer to take these pictures, child. So the group is going to be called RSVP. It stands for Ray J, Sammy, Valen. I guess Valentino was too long. And well, Pleasure P is there. His name is long as shit. Why couldn't it be Valentino? He probably trying to, scrub he don't want any old baggage from the name Bobby Valentino, and boy, do we know there's baggage associated with the name Bobby Valentino. I mean, if you want to know what kind of baggage, you can ask me in the comments and I'll tell you, but I ain't going to necessarily bring it up because I think we all know what Bobby Valentino is into. And I'm not shaming him for being into it. I am shaming him for not owning up being into it, but that's neither here nor there. So I don't know what this singing group is going to consist of or how that's going to work, but I don't think I'm interested. I don't know how y'all feel, but I don't think I'm interested. I have no desire to hear y'all. I heard enough on that stage with Ray J, and what was he saying? My baby born, my baby's born, all of that mess. I just not interested. Jared, you know Bobby Valentino is into the girls, the girls, the TS girls, allegedly, according to everybody in Atlanta. And you know everybody in Atlanta know everybody in Atlanta's business. That's been a thing for years, child, years. That Bobby Valentino is into the girls, and that's okay. Just own that you into the girls. There's a lot of y'all men's and things that are into the TS girls, but won't say nothing about it because your friends gonna judge you and things of that nature. But that's all alleged. Because what you're not about to do is send me no cease and desist. So, show of hands, are y'all listening or not? Because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not listening to RSVP. I'm not listening to TGT. I'm not listening to them RL and Willie and who else was it? RL, Willie, and somebody else. Another voice from the group. I'm not listening to none of y'all R&B collaboration groups. Hell, y'all don't even make good music on y'all own, let alone when y'all smush together. I don't want to hear it. So, as soon as I said the girls, that's all you needed was the girls. The GWORLZ, the girls. So let's move on because I didn't told y'all we not listening. All right, thank you, gentlemen. They all look great though. Great photos, I will say that. Nice gowns, beautiful gowns. So congratulations to the Aiko girl, Janae. Oh, I don't have to spell it out. That's why I was calling her Miss Aiko because I couldn't spell Janae. I don't know if it was J H. I think it's JHENE. I don't know. These kids spell their names so weirdly nowadays. That's why I was just calling her the Aiko girl because I can at least spell Aiko without going to Google. So it wasn't no shade. It was just I just couldn't. I didn't feel like it. So congratulations to the Aiko girl, Big Shine. You know, a couple of weeks ago there was rumors floating around that they was pregnant and things of that nature, and then they posted this amazing picture. So congratulations to Big Shine and Miss Aiko. Janae, you can call her by her name, Dora. You're not spelling it out loud. Don't ask me to spell it, though. That's all I'm asking you to do. Do not ask me to spell it. That's a refresh. I hate when my computer does that. All right. So, Iko. Is it spelled IKO? Ooh, shit, I was way off. Child, I was way off. Okay, let's talk Joe Biden because I don't know what he's doing with his life, but child, you need to go sit down somewhere or get you some vitamins or something. Child, Joe Biden did announce that he got COVID again. He got the COVID again. Now this, I don't know if y'all keeping count, but Mr. Melvin had COVID at least like 4 or 5 times. I've done this. I've said this at least 4 times that Joe Biden got COVID at least 5 times on air. So if somebody was ever to like scour through my receipts, then they would be able to see that. I'm not going through the page to find it, but just know I recall saying it at least 5 times. Now I don't know what he be doing. I get you be out here shaking hands and being presidential and things of that nature, but say you need to sit the hell down. You got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You need to take a chill. Okay? Settle down. Speaking of that, listen to me, and I want y'all to listen. Come close. Why wasn't nobody gonna tell me? Now I've been up here since November, October. We left November 1st. Why didn't nobody tell me that the "Let's Go Brandon" flags was a shady thing towards Joe Biden? I had to get on Google because I saw a couple of flags in this area, and I'm just like, who the hell is Brandon? Is he like running for mayor or something like that? That's why these flags going around. So I get on Google last week because I'm curious, and I'm like, what the fuck is Let's Go Brandon? Who is Brandon? Come to find out, it is the people was down to the I guess it was at like one of the like functions where the rallies. That's the word. They was at a rally, and they were screaming "fuck Joe Biden," but they had to censor it because it was airing on TV. You know, the FCC don't play that shit. So the FCC censored it as "Let's Go Brandon." So that's why the people had a Let's Go Brandon sign. Why didn't nobody tell me that? I would have reevaluated where I'm living right now because there's a couple of Let's Go Brandon signs. Not that I'm gonna say that just because you don't, mess with Joe Biden, that means you're racist or anything of that nature. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, I just need to know who the fuck I'm living around. That's all. That's all. Okay. Moving on. Joe, get the fuck well. Go sit down. Shit. Sick of you. I'm sick of you. Sick of you, Joe. All right. Let's move on. I think we got one more thing before we do not. Am I going to spend? Yes, I am. I'm going to spend all of that time on Miss Mama's. It is 7:21. I sure am. Let me take Joe and his COVID off. And baby, we're going to take a quick little intermission break, courtesy of my good Judy's over at the, what's their name? My good Judy's over at the Just Move Supplements. And when we get back, it's time for the read of the week because Miss Mama's is going to get it. So stay tuned. Go grab you some Cheez-Its. I got some Cheez-Its over here. I'm about to go grab 2 or these animal crackers, one or the other. But listen, we'll be right back for the read of the week. Be prepared.
Today's episode of the Library Live is brought to you by our good Judies over at JustMoveSupplements.com. Now I done told y'all they got 32 flavors of tasty meal replacement and protein supplements to get you through these hot ass summer months. Did I mention they got Afterpay? Head on over and tell them Darrell and Antonio Tremaine sent you from the Library Live.
Can't stop it, my sunshine. You can't stop it, my sunshine.
I ain't feel like getting up and getting them. I know what I said. But I ain't feel like it. So, baby, it's time for the read of the week. And it's been years since, when was the last time we were on radio? Was it WERE 1490, I think? Down at Radio 1. I think that was the last time. I feel like I did something after that. We did the Mercedes Diva Show, 216. I don't remember the radio station. But nonetheless, we did the Read of the Week back on that show. But nonetheless, it's been years since we've done the Read of the Week. And it was very popular back when we used to do it. This is the time where we get a lot of things off our chest about a particular someone, something. And this week, as you can see scrolling down on the bottom, Read of the Week goes to Kim Bear in the Big Blue House, Baloo, Baby Back Rib, Linebacker, Lane Bryant Peddling, Velveteen Pumping, Pigs in the Blanket Feet, Ass Burrell. Now, why am I giving Miss Burrell all of this? I will tell you why. Because Miss Burrell been in some bullshit constantly while she sit down to this pulpit and talk greasy about the people. Now, TMZ, my good Julies, luckily editorialized this mess for me, and then I'm going to add some extra details and sprinkle in why I'm cussing her ass out. So, for y'all who don't know, Kim Burrell is a gospel singer. Some people may call her a vocal acrobat. She's no Brandy, if you ask me. I've heard maybe, not even a full song, like maybe a couple of notes, a couple of beats and things like that. She does this. She has an incredible run. I will give her that. She has an amazing run, but it's very much so tired, and that's all she has. That's all she gives me is those runs. But y'all hail her to be this vocal queen and things of that nature. I stand the vocal Bible, so that's that. So Kim Burrell has had a history of being in some bullshit. Furthest back would be on Sunday's Best when she used to be on that show cackling and things of that nature with Miss McClurkin and things of that nature at contestants and just being very nasty spirited. She gives very much that lady who sits on the front row with the church cloth and, makes the little judgments and the little sly remarks, the ones that you want to cuss the fuck out after service or during service, if you like me, because listen, you want to act a fool here in public, we can both act a fool. What Charlene say? You're going to let the devil use you? He going to use me too. He going to use me more than he used you. So that's as far back as I can think. Then if you go back a little further, back in 2017, if you remember, she made those very disparaging comments about the LGBTQISTUVPIADA community. Please, what's your name? TMZ had those comments. Nope, y'all don't have them, but I'll sum it up. And this is what kills me about Kim Burrell. She was so particular in her comment and the malice that she spewed. I'm going to summarize because I don't remember verbatim. But something along the lines of, if you're a man and you take another man in your mouth, you're a pervert, something like that. Then she said, for women, if you're a woman and you let another woman put their head in your breast, you're a pervert, things like that. So that was strike 2. Strike 3 came back in 2017 when she made them comments about Fantasia, who was minding her goddamn business. Fantasia is good for minding her business and maybe a married woman's business, allegedly. But she was minding her business, and she said that Fantasia ain't got nothing on Leandria. Y'all remember Leandria, the drunk? Now, why would you say it about Leandria? We like Leandria. But Leandria was going through at the time. She was, going through. She was on the Iyanla Vanzant. She was going through. They were trying to cast the, not Patti LaBelle, Aretha Franklin movie. And come to find out, neither one of the asses got the role. They gave it to big head Jennifer Hudson. So all that greasy talking you was doing made no never mind, because she didn't get the role. And then most recently, she got on the pulpit. We got that video. She got on the pulpit, and you will not start an ad on my shit. Go ahead and let the ad play. I'll talk over it. She got in the pulpit, and she had some things to say about some broke people, some ugly people, in her words. We'll just let her. Come on, turn up. Oh wait, not that. Who was that? I don't know him. He's like one of the children. Here we go, where it all started.
Great dinner, honey. Okay, gang.
TMZ, let me explain something to you. I don't know who these Triscuits are, but we supposed to be talking about Kim Burrell. What is happening on this ad? Now I'm curious. Now, why you got that garbage bag like that? You mean to sit here and tell me that y'all couldn't afford no Glade? You got an Inksenator garbage disposal, but y'all couldn't afford no Glade? No Glade? Here we go. All right, turn the volume on.
Find you some value. Sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke? How many times have you changed your name on your light bill? How many of your bills in your little cousin's name? Do you live in a trailer home or a house? You understand. And it's not about status or material things. It's just about choices. Life is different now. And, we are at church. Thank God we're here. Those of us who are walking by faith without a mask and no vaccine. And so,
okay, that's enough, Hussy. So that's just a clip. If you want to watch the whole 2 minutes, 18 seconds, it's on the Library Live. But the reason why, yes, I'm going to cuss you out for that statement, but I'm going to cuss you out even more for the follow-up. So after we dragged her ass down by her surgical rope, because, Miss Mamas went down she one of the people that went down and got one of them bypass surgeries, and now she thinks she hot shit. Funky done even poured her receipt like, girl, you used to look like this. Don't get cute. I'm so sick of her in them glasses. So here's what she had to say in an apology that she issued. As a kingdom citizen, here they go. As a kingdom citizen, she might as well start with Grand Rising. As a kingdom citizen and a woman of integrity, I can acknowledge that some of my words, even if said in jest, can be offensive. My intention is never to hurt anyone, but to spread love, laughter, and more importantly, the gift which God has given me in song. If anyone was offended, I can sincerely say I apologize. Here's where it gets left. With that being said, the irony is that those who are criticizing my statements and display me, I'm criticizing right now. Sue me, ho. Sue me. Criticizing my statements and displaying the very thing that have accused me of, however, is not being humorous or unjust. My image has been used in multiple places, and false statements and narratives have been created. The punitive damages for some are quite lofty. Please be mindful of what is both written and said via video about me, especially if it contains untruth, slander, and defamation are not taken lightly, especially if it affects my name, image, and brand. Those pages wherein vile comments and false narratives, right here at the Library Live, have been created, have been noted, reported, and hopefully silenced. Again, I will apologize if anyone thought my humor was malicious, but I will not, under any circumstances, tolerate harassment, slander, or for my character to be defamed. Bitch, you mean to sit here? I did not mean for that to come out like that. Yes, you did. You absolutely did. Okay, let's just roll with it. You mean to tell me you can get in the pool? See, this is why we don't fuck with some of the church going folk nowadays. This is exactly why our generation is becoming the more spiritual generation. We are walking further away from church. It's hoes like, damn it, he did it again. Control him. I was posting making a band videos last night, and I was thinking about Willie and Lori. And Lori was like, Willie, control him. I'm trying to, but I can't. It's women like you, Kim Babyback Burrell, who constantly make church folks look bad. And it in no way makes us even want to look back. In a couple of years, the church is going to be a non-existent thing because we all going to be chanting, we all going to be spiritual, high Selassie, doing all of those things, everything but sitting in the church. Because ain't nobody about to sit around and let your velveteen dress pumping ass talk greasy about us and we going to sit there and listen. We're not going to tolerate that shit. And then you had the nerve to issue this halfway house ass apology and then follow it up with a threat. Like, oh, and another thing, we gonna sue your ass if you talking greasy about us. Yeah, we are, because you sat and talk greasy about us. What you say, if the men take another men in their mouth, you a pervert, you going to hell, and all those good things. And the ladies, and if you let a lady put a breast in your face and things of that nature, you a pervert and all those good things. So you can talk greasy about people, but when it turns around, when the tables is turned, and we talk greasy about you and your pigs in the blanket ass Louboutins, because they are Louboutins, but baby, you stuff them feet in them shoes for your life. Them feet is screaming for help. This little piggy is screaming for help, to help me, release me. Release that piggy like you need to release them demons from your hateful ass spirit, you hussy. And then furthermore, then you follow that up after we cussed your ass out about the halfway ass apology. Then you come with this. Kill it. TMZ don't give another ad.
This is Kim Burrell. I'm sorry. I mean it. I mean that. Not from the letter, from my heart. I released a letter 2 days ago.
I'm so sick of them damn glasses.
It did not convey right at all. And I must tell you this. It was from an attorney that asked me to do it because the latter part, y'all know I know, it was offensive. It should have been. It was not my intent for it to be, but it was her wording to say they need to be aware because of the person you are and that. I said, nah. My friends called me and said, no, there are still people who are hurt from the part of them that they love about you.
Who love you?
That's not the only reason I came back, because I still said, come on, but they didn't feel my heart. I came back because I do love you. This ain't about dates. This ain't about keeping my career. This is about keeping the love real. I love you guys so much. And I'm really, truly sorry. I did not want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. I don't plan on hurting you. And I pray that you will heal from this. I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. I love you. Wait and see. I do.
Child, go to hell. Go directly to hell in a handbasket lined with gasoline. Now, I'm not offended because she wasn't talking about me. One, my lights ain't never been in nobody's name but mine. We'll start there. I live in a very nice apartment space, very nice in the mountains where I desire to be. So you ain't offending me. However, I know a couple of people you may be offending. And the funny thing about it is those people that you're offending are the ones that are always down to the church, praising the Lord and things of that nature. Kim Burrell, you can keep your apology. Because at this point, apologies are useless unless you change in that shitty ass behavior of yours. That nasty, vile ass spirit that you got, I don't know what you be praying for, but you need to pray that shit out of your spirit. That's what you need to be praying for. That is indeed what you need to be praying for. Now, I get that you got a lot of requests, the people that pray, things of that nature, they be like, pray for me and things of that nature, and you be like, okay, I'll pray for you. So you might got the main line tied up. But I think that the Lord will take a little bit of time from what he's doing to shuffle you up to the top of that list. Because that nasty ass spirit you got is going to rot you. And that's why you look so elderly now, child, with them damn big ass. I'm supposed to get them damn glasses. Every goddamn picture of her, I see she got them same glasses on. But you talking about somebody being broke and things of that nature. But you ain't got but one pair of goddamn glasses. And you sitting here talking about people. These are signature for the show, sir. I have 4 different pair of prescription glasses. These are prescription too, but these are signature for the show. So don't try to gather me while gathering her punk ass. Anywho, Kim Burrell, we don't accept your apology until you change that nasty ass behavior of yours, which I don't think is possible. So with that being said, you are completely written off from our spirits. And that's that on that. That was your read of the week. Now listen. Oh, I'm glad I got all off my spirit. It's been a while. Handa BBBB Shata. Listen, thank you guys so much for joining us for this fucking mess. Oh wait, I see comments. We gotta read comments before we get out of here. I don't trust nobody who wear those glasses. Not throwing her lawyer under the bus. Okay, threw her right under. What is she talking about? My mom was hot. She's been over her. I just don't know. Didn't know until she started dragging it. Yes, Miss April, get her together. It's sad when like everybody don't fuck with you, like even the church folks. She the one that was talking outside of her neck. How is anybody making a false narrative about her? It's why I don't go to church no more. I'm not listening to anyone talking down on me because I'm gay. Fuck out of here. Speak on it, Jerry Bear. Let's see. You got to critique advertisement more. I will, because that ad just pissed me off with them damn cheap-ass garbage bags. Get you some Glades. The little stretch fit ones. The ones that, you can stretch and they still don't break. I got some that's lemon scented. They're Clorox. They're not paying me, but they Clorox and Glade made like a bag, and they're lemon scented. They're amazing. I will never buy another garbage bag in my life, but those. Neither here nor there. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Listen, I love you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Library Live. We will see you guys on Monday, same time, same place, right here on the Library Live, 7 p.m. Enjoy your weekend. Go get hot. Go get in the sun. Host, please hydrate. I did not put that on that damn bottle for nothing. I meant it. Get you some water. It's hot as shit. And I don't need nobody falling out. I need y'all all back here on Monday. Okay? I love you guys for watching. See y'all next week. Peace. Ain't no stopping such a... was we working on an outro song thing?